Good afternoon, everybody. I am Alpha Zero Forum, and I am going to do a Data Live 2 Episode 2 review. Now, for this moment, back in Episode 1, I read a lot of rants and so forth that episode was just pathetic. It was not supposed to be there. It's not even worth anything. And overall, honesty, I could agree with some of y'all on that, and that's pretty much fine by me. And there are some things that I'm not meant to go as quickly as planned, so I still liked it either way, nothing else bad about it. So if anything, I would like to start this review, and let's just get this started. Beginning of this episode, we had this little funny argument about Toka wanting to be a man or something, but still overrides biological sex, she's still female. Origami says, oh, that's fine, let her be a boy or whatever, but overall I want Shido turned into a girl. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are you crazy nuts right now? It's out of control. And when they got to the island, which I pretty much forgot, I'm sorry, but it does start with an A, archipelago, I don't know what the hell it is, And when we get to the island where everyone's starting to land on, nothing bad happening, just Toka being all surprised, saying, "Oh, this is my first time seeing the ocean." But looking at the pool, it's cool, but at the ocean, it's way better. I said, of course it's better, larger view and way more beautiful than being in an inside building or something like that, or outside I'm being surrounded by nothing but walls and buildings, And later, Toka ends up running off before then because she thinks someone's watching them. And honestly, we did see something about these this woman with the camera taking pictures, knowing oh, this is the princess, we're gonna keep an eye on her. And some guy says, oh, we're gonna capture her. I'm like, dude, leave them alone. What the hell is your issue right now? Back the off, And later, the Shido and Toga get separated from the group. They end up going to the I don't know where the hell they're going, but a hurricane's starting to happen, and at long last we get to see the twinsies, Yamai, Spirit, and one of them is Yuzuru, and then the other one's Kaguya, and they're all arguing over these kinds of things, la 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 la, and then they decide to make one final challenge after Shido tells them to stop freaking fighting, you're gonna destroy the whole place. And later it get to the point where they end up seeing those two, and then I think Yuzuru, I think the hyper energetic girl, correct me if I'm wrong if I accidentally switched the two names around, because this is pretty much I know which personality it is, I mean, it's not that hard, it's not too difficult to even know or understand. I mean, but it's pretty funny. But at the end, when those two end up staring at Shido, I had a good feeling that whoever gets that boy is the winner, and that's the final challenge. And I'm thinking, oh man, dude, I knew this from the very start. The moment, I'm pretty sure y'all have been thinking, when they stared at Shido, y'all know what was going down. And he ends up piggybacking Toka or something, but not because she was knocked out unconscious, because 3 trash cans, boom, 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 and then Yoshino and Rabbit is flying around her head or something. I'm like, oh man, that's just hilarious. Or Tobichi ends up saying, what the hell is going on? Rin, lucky that she came along, ends up saying oh, those two twins are transfer students, and the teacher goes strange, how come I didn't see them on the list lately? And she said, oh, it was just a right away situation, they couldn't contact you in time or something. And I said, good excuse. By that time, the two twins were trying to seduce Shido. I'm thinking, you little punk. Man, I'm I don't even know how things is gonna go. He's saying, hey man, this is not going well for me. I'm thinking, yeah, it isn't. You got two girls on your arms, trying to like seduct you, go like, oh, go after me or something. I'm sorry for acting like that. I'm just showing you like what it's like, and overall it's like, what in the world are you doing? It's like seduction, I wonder if girls and ladies would keep doing that to men, boys, or men and boys these days, That's what I've been thinking, It's not as easy as it is. And later, Rin tells the two, come with me. I'll show you how to deal with him. I'm like thinking, oh gosh, deal with him? This is going to be like stuff right there, Shido ends up going to the bath, and the twins go like, okay, get in there. And the moment he get in, the two twins go with him, and they end up trying to get him. And then one of them goes like, oh, all right, I want you to take him. I think you need some help. And the other one goes like, oh no, I think you need some help. You go take him. I'm like thinking, oh gosh, man, it's like whoever could like win over him is like, yeah. I'm like thinking, I hope I don't get into this kind of crappy situation. Well, it's not gonna happen anyway. I'm not good with much ladies and girls anyway. Let me continue. Sorry for being out of topic. And as we continue on and on and on, they end up arguing, talking about each other like the bust size. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like one of them calling the chick and like saying, oh, you got a lot of fat in you, and she goes, and then the other one goes like, oh, I feel bad for you already because that's all you could say, you are like pitiful. I'm like, oh man, like one's telling out the other, but one seems to be winning. And then later on, Toka comes in, goes like, ah, I'm the first one in, yeah. And then ends up looking at Shido and goes like, what the heck are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? And she said, I saw the woman's side or something, and I just got in. And Shido just put all the clues together, go like, what in the world? You mean you twin? You mean you two have switched the signs around? And they go like, oh yeah, we did, because like there's no way we're going to the men's bath. I'm like thinking, hey man, like if I ever went into like a restroom and the signs got switched and a woman comes in there, I will be as dead as trouble and go like, what the you doing here, And later, like, more girls comes in. The trio, one of them, the glasses, says, oh, that's lame. I'm like thinking, stop saying that. Yeah, the one brown and then the other one, like, blondie or orange, or I don't know what the hell her color is. I'm sorry, like, at certain points I could be colorblind, but I'm not. I just, like, can't really tell, like, because it's, like, little combination of mix, and then Origami's there, Origami Tobichi or Tobichi Origami, and then Shiro ends up, he was about to leave, but when he saw those four, he goes like, no, and then hides behind the rock, and Toka says, oh, I'm gonna help you out, you just stay behind me, okay? And the escape plan didn't go too well, but at the same point, it's pretty like cursed hilarious, like, she's all like making excuses, and the three in the trio, the blondie and then the brown and then the glasses go like, hey, you got some nice skin, nice to see you. They were just coming in. She goes and they go like, what's wrong? I go like, you just tell her, just leave me alone, don't touch me or anything. But at the same time, I just thought of it right now. Go like, what's the matter, And later, like, she ends up backing up. Shido is all like close to falling, but as Toka like, bah. Bumped him off and he falls into the ocean. I'm like, poor guy, but at least he escaped. But I wonder how much stamina or how much effort he had to put to actually go back to Rin or something, And yeah, pretty crazy stuff. And I forgot to like add some like other info in here, and I'm sorry. Like there are some things like I just want to get to the best moments and parts. Like I think it was good for me, and I thought I might talk about like certain points, but there's this other part where Katori has to go back to HQ or something and has to talk to our boss or something, and then they tell him, come back as soon as you can, and the backup guy is all like saying, alright people, let's get to the island now, and then they all stare at him, what the hell do you think you're doing? That kind of face expression, you know. Sorry to bring that up at the last minute, you know. And by the time, like, I did see the opening, pretty cool, you know. Like, thought it was awesome. Get to see many spirits and so forth. Get to see, like, the twins and then the singing spirit whatsoever. And I thought it was cool, like, in my opinion. And the ending still is always the same. And then get to see a sneak peek of the episode, and then it's like these twins are like putting the differences aside. It's like they're on each other. I'm like flustered, or my face just turned red. I'm like, steam's coming out. And sorry about that, but this is how I'm feeling, you know. Like, I'm kind of excited for like next week's episode, and I'm actually looking forward to you. Overall, when I looked at this episode, like, much better improvement than last week's. I'm pretty sure some of you have to agree on that. I think it's a much better improvement because, like, I know, like, the first episode was a disappointment to y'all, and I could agree on what you say. Like, some things, like, just keep repeating, and it's just like the same thing, like, what the hell's going on, and what it is, you know. And I agree on some parts, and some things, like, but I still loved it, you know, but I think this one is a much better improvement than last week's episode. I mean, get to see the twins, seduction, and competition, and crazy drama right there. Two twins are like, whoever wins, one disappears and one becomes Yamai. I'm like thinking, I don't think these two do not disappear because they hot. I mean, they super hot to me, you know. And I'll give this episode like probably a 5 out of 5, you know. Like, some of y'all could disagree, some of y'all agree, but I think this is a major great improvement than last week's episode, you know. Great comedy, everything's going well, loved it. Comment, rate, subscribe. I am Alpha Zero Forum. Have a great day, people, and good afternoon. Later. Checking out.